We are now passing through the meadow of the steeds. Now passing through the enclosure of the small church. The bridge of the Brecon. We are now passing through an area called the Mound of the Cliff. We are now passing through Ashgrove, and it's known as the wet land of the curses. Well, hello folks. Well, this morning I'm not on foot power. In other words, I'm not walking. But I have been walking earlier, very early. But now I am on two wheels. And I started on the border of County Limerick. And my good wife and I are here charging through beautiful, desolate, quiet countryside on two bikes. Looking down here at the clock in front of me, we have 24.7 kilometers totaled up since we began, and we intend to cycle on into Barna Gap and maybe across into a Kerry border and have lunch in Lisstohill in County Kerry. We're actually on the Limerick Greenway. We've done this quite a number of times, and we have a fondness for this place because, as you can see, it's deserted and you're not competing with pedestrians walking all over the road, kids walking in front of you, and dogs on long retractable leashes, posing a risk to life and limb when you're on a bike. So that's what today offers up. Quiet, desolate countryside in County Limerick and in County Kerry. The weather is 13 degrees. The sun is trying to shine, but it's having a battle. But it's dry, even that the rain gear is on, it's dry. So I'll chat again later, okay? Coming up here shortly to a place called Barna Gap. It's a great high point on the landscape here in County Limerick. So we'll have lunch here at just at the back of the old railway station. I'm crossing over the viaduct here now, and I'll give you the name of that as I enter, but I need to watch what I'm doing. This is welcome to Ferguson's Viaduct. Ferguson's Viaduct. And the hawthorn is in bloom, left and right of me. It's very, very picturesque. It's quite mild. So we've just gone through Ferguson's Viaduct, and we're now in the Glen of the Oak Trees. Now all this information is courtesy of little green signs placed left and right on the greenway as you pass through. But this is a very, very pleasant greenway to be on, because, as I said to you previously, you're not competing for path space with pedestrians out of control, dogs, kids on bikes, blah blah blah, whilst they're entitled to be on here, but they don't have any greenway sense whatsoever. They just don't care. It's easy to have an accident. Now I'm travelling adjacent to a very busy main road, the Limerick Kerry Road, so it'll be a bit noisy for a while. So as I said, we'll be stopping for lunch at Barna Gap. Quite an impressive restaurant, and we've eaten there on many times. In fact, we've eaten at Barna Gap restaurant on every occasion that we've cycled the Limerick Greenway. This will be my favourite greenway of all. And Kate and I have cycled probably 6 or 7 of the greenways in Ireland to date, and many of them we've cycled them more than 3 or 4 times each. But it's great to be out on the bikes. I'm coming up here to a set of gates, which can be quite tricky at times when you're travelling at 28 kilometers an hour, to negotiate, as my good wife found out this morning when her mirror clipped one of the edge posts. Now folks, before we get to the Barna services and a well-deserved lunch, we have to cycle through the Barna tunnel. So I'll turn the technology around before I enter the tunnel, and I'll show you the trip as we cycle through. It's very, very impressive. And all these, this was the old railway line at one stage. So the pathway follows the railway line. The Greenway follows the railway line. So I'm just going to be turning in here now to the Barna station and then the Barna tunnel. Located close to the station, the Barna Tunnel, which dates back to 1880, has been described as one of the most evocative features of the line. The tunnel itself is 115 metres in length, but is also approached at either end through substantial rock cuttings, representing very large-scale engineering works for its time. Barna Station House opened at the same time as the tunnel and was important for early steam trains, which needed to replenish their water tanks while negotiating the steep terrain around Barna on the route between Limerick and Kerry. Well, hello again, folks. Lunch was had at the Barna restaurant at the Barna Gap. But I love the out and about and the great outdoors. Walking or cycling, preferably the walking. But the cycling today, because my good wife and I decided to take to the countryside. And distance doesn't pose an issue or a problem with us at all. So we've good health, great ambition, super duper determination, and up for the task. And without boasting, we seem to do that with great ease. So the journey continues and the sun has come out, but for 20 minutes after leaving the Kerry border, we got a bit of a soaking and I had to put the technology away. But it's got a bit colder, a bit chillier rather, since the rain came. We're never too far away from rain. And as I said to you on my walking trips over the past 5 weeks or thereabouts, it's been raining since the 9th or the 10th of February. Pretty consistently. But we're also told that it's been raining since the middle of July 2023. So that's a horror story in itself. Now I'm passing through an area here called Meadow of the Steeds. Meadow of the Steeds. And up ahead of me is a real beautiful, like a Victorian stone-arched railway bridge. What I'm cycling on here is the old Limerick to Kerry railway line. And the steam trains used to traverse up and down here. Pity they didn't retain this as a railway, but it's good as a greenway. But it's one of the best greenways that we have. The facilities are very impressive. It's nice and quiet. You can cycle away like crazy. I'm doing 27.3, 27.6 kilometers an hour now as I talk to you, and I'm pushing uphill. So I'm quite impressed with my prowess. So you just see this stone bridge now right over my head here. So folks, as I push closer to Rathkeale in County Limerick, I'm going to say good afternoon to you, because it's now afternoon. Thank you for tagging along once again. Big walks coming along shortly, 2 islands and a great big island trek. Looking forward big time to those 3 adventures. I'm waiting for the weather to get its act together. Hopefully it'll eventually happen. Hi. Lady there having a jog and seems to have gotten herself rather wet, so she looks like a participant in a wet t-shirt contest. Sorry, a wet t-shirt contest. We couldn't be further from an event like that where I am right now. Now up ahead is another stone arch bridge, railway bridge from times past. So folks, I'm going to say good afternoon to you all now, and I hope you've had a good weekend. And as usual, look after each other and take care of each other and be good to each other and take care of the elderly and enjoy your week ahead, which begins tomorrow. So I'll chat again soon. The next time you see me will probably be on a boat heading to an island offshore. So 3 of those, as I say, to do, one great big one. So when the weather gets itself sorted out and the low pressure influences from the Atlantic dissipate across the Irish Sea and we get high pressure settled over the green lands of Ireland, the Emerald Isle, then my bum will be on a boat and my legs will be walking an island. So with that, as I head under another arched bridge, heading into a place called the town of Lagneoch. So, good afternoon, take care, and bye-bye. From the great outdoors in the Emerald Isle, bye-bye.